capital city. Welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregalis to get us started. We go from Denver. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. A run once more. That's Harvey. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing. Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 25 yards. The pickup there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
On the give, this is Harvey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. We'll go play action with Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Now Nix can look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and The last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Will Lutz
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
9-yard gain on the play.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
He's got his man. It sticks. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, New England.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. They quickly out to Diggs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
1st and 10 at the 14.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. That one, take it in. Hey, Sean Bucci. Touchdown, New England.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots move out to a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 7, Broncos 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Ooh. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, New England.
That's good for a Patriots.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Again, he finds an opening. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. What a big play there for New England. It covers 51 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, New England.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats extend their advantage to 14-3.
Patriots 14, Broncos 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Franklin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. On the bootleg, it's Nix. The open man is Atkins. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Nix from the gun. Up, oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Will Lutz to
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll find the rookie third-round pick, Kyle Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Digs on the reception. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll go play action. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is May. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down. Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Back to throw is Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 1. 14-6 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. And Nix with a wise move there at the end. Sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. A throw over the middle to be caught by Franklin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
a big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Caught left side by Ingram. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they have that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos are back within 5.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. May going to hold on to this one. And a short pickup past the 25.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll come up on the 2nd down and 8. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Off the play fake, Jonathan Hooper gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On 3rd and long, here's May. Has completed to Douglas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Patriots, 1st down. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A run, and this is Henderson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
The 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once more, it's Henderson. And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
A gain of 12 yards.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Patriots add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Handoff now for Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He's going to air this one out, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 35 yards.
First down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, just about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll work this down inside the 35. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He is taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Broncos have cut the deficit to 5.
21. Broncos 16.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw now, May. Left side, he's got Henry. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll run. It's Henderson. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
18 on the play.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Look wide, get this one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 26 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Again, it's Henderson. And he will get into the end zone. Ravion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats are going to extend their lead.
28. Broncos 16.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing, Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
3rd down.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Nix to throw. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 17 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Patriots, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Patriots.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Pats can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll go play action with May. This one complete, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, New England.
That's another Patriots first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is May. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots first down.
10 yards. That's another Patriots first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake, it's May. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now, where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. With decision time coming up, it's 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will extend their lead.
19.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drop play here for Harvey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down. Nix. Throw here down the field. will fall. Incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This one complete to Sutton. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 2nd down, here's Henderson. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
He was brought down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It's 3rd and 4. They'll motion the slot man right. 3rd and short. And here is May. He's got Douglas going deep. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it, and the Patriots will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
41, Broncos 19.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there, but he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He goes right back to Sutton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
To throw is Nix. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will
throwing is Nix, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Broncos 27.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Jaquan McMillan in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Gain of 26 yards. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
A give to Henderson, running right. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. On the ground, here is Henderson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground with Harvey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That was incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to pick up the first down and more. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. In the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Robert Spillane spills him there.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. A gain there of 20. First down, Broncos.
20. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A run with Harvey. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. A run once more, that's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos will cut the deficit to 7.
41. Broncos 34.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now he'll try to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline past the 45. And he is all the way down near the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 55 yards on the game.
A gain of 50.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Stevenson will get the call to start the fourth quarter. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Broncos 34.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
The Broncos bringing out their punter, as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On play action, here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. He's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes!
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Throw it here on 1st down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. From the 46, here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
His own 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. We'll go right back to Stevenson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. It's May. There's that man again. Another catch. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, New England.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. May going to look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there, works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work.
On the 20-yard line.
Start on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Denver first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
Now this looks like a design run, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time...
And he will score! Game on! Tyler Bidet! Touchdown, Broncos! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will cut the deficit to 7.
Patriots 48, Broncos 41.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Stevenson. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Patriots first down. First and
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Throwing is May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
The Broncos take over first and
Bo
10.
Nix now, and the Broncos down by 7. 2:25 remaining. Plenty of time here. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they begin 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 for the first down. Throwing is Nix. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
Here's first down. To throw is Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
I think the days where quarterbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now, first and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Here's May, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. On the run is Stevenson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
May to throw on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And third down coming up. Throwing now is May. They'll try to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down. Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to win the game. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Oh, he had the distance, but it clinks off the upright, no good. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. They get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. Douglas in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Now a first throw here in overtime. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's May. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On the give, this is Stevenson. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, New England.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New England.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Throw again is May. Pass completed to Douglas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And the Patriots going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That is incomplete. There's no way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Throw over the middle to be caught by Franklin. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down one. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for one to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. First down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Now, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 2nd down, it's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Give up the middle to Stevenson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
19 more yards.
19 more on that one. And another first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen.